Welcome back, troops. Let's tab 59. Brilliant. Fantastic. You lot are, you crazy people out there. You are really cracking it. You're smashing this this funding for we're going to be doing for Scottish Little Soldiers in about 6 days' time on the Just Giving page. I can't thank you guys enough. I'm going to be reading a few out. I'll get into the video in a minute, but just pulled over here. I'm just on my way back from just a short 4 miler. Just want to stretch my ankle a bit. The left ankle's been playing up again, and it's no good sitting around. I need to stretch it a bit. So I put a bit of tape on. I thought I'll come out and just see how it is. I mean, I'm tabbing at the moment on across these fields, as you can see. So the surface is quite uneasy, so I know it's not a good thing, but I'm taking it steady. So anyway, before we get into the video, well, I'm going to talk about the Soviet recognition kit we used to have back in the Cold War days, the Warsaw Pact recognition stuff. We had posters and booklets. So I want to talk a bit about that and the reason why in a minute. But before we get into that, let's talk brief about the challenge. Everything's going all right with the training, etc. So I've got a bit of a dodgy ankle. Tracer around's neck's a lot better, but she's at work today. So I'm out on my jack. So let's just want to read out some of you people that have donated recently, as I do on each of these videos. So let's crack on with that, get these names done, because there's some fantastic people as always here. So let's start at the top here, what we've got. Ed McFarlane. Ed, you don't mention if you're ex or not, but you're certainly a supporter. Thank you very much, Ed McFarlane. Now I've got another couple. I like it when couples come in. Martin and Liz Dock. And Martin's an ex-RHF, Royal Highland Fusiliers. What a cracking Scottish regiment they were. I don't know if it's still going now. I think you've amalgamated up, haven't you, mate? But Royal Highland Fusiliers. I had a good mate, Mick McAvoy. Good old mate of mine, W02. I think he ended up as a W1. We were in Bosnia together. He was Royal Highland Fusiliers, great. And Liz, you're chief of Civdiv, according to Martin. So nice one, Liz. Jimbo, ex-RAF Regiment, Rock 8. Brilliant. Brilliant, Jimbo. Thanks, mate. Baz, you just say you love the banter on the channel. Well, there's some great banter in the comments. It gets a bit leery at times. It's like a naffy bar in there, isn't it? But it's what it's about, banter. We like a bit of that. Cheers, Baz. Justin Terry. Justin, you're ex-RAF Regiment as well, another Rock 8. Cheers, mate. Hope you enjoyed the RAF Regiment video I'd done. Hope I tried to do you guys in the RAF Regiment justice. Mike H. Now, Mike, I know you as Silent Cougar. You're a star, mate, in the comments. You're always in there supporting us, me and Trace Randy, support us with donation. So, Mike H, Silent Cougar, that's a cool, that sounds like something from Top Gun, doesn't it? Cougar. Anyway, that's brilliant. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. And of course, you're Silent Cougar, Mike H, you're Royal Artillery Air Defence. I'm guessing you're on rapier or blowpipe. I know I was artillery for a while as well. I think we used to call you guys Cloud Punchers. I think it was one of your nicknames for the air defence, Cloud Punchers. So cheers for that, Mike H, Silent Cougar, thank you. Plum Duff, another regular on my channel, always commenting. Thank you very much, mate. Michael Amos, appreciate that, Mike, thank you. Now, a bit of a special one here, guys. This goes out to Lee, better known as Big Russ. Lee, Big Russ, is a British guy. He's out in New Zealand now, lives out there. He does a lot of charity walking as well. I'm hoping to find out a little bit more about you, Big Russ, Lee. I know you do stuff with your daughter and that. I want to find out a bit more and give you a bit better shout out, as I think you do a lot out there. Maybe it's something we can help out with. But anyway, very generous, Lee. Thank you so much. I hope your family's well out there and your daughter, etc. And all the best to you, mate. That's very, very generous. Blew our socks off when we saw that one, mate. Tracy come running up to me, go, what? Look at this. So we're very, very appreciative of that, mate. Thank you. Next one, Meaty Pete. That's a cool name. Maybe not a fighter pilot nickname like Maverick or Goose or whatever, but Meaty Pete. That sounds like it might be a Hercules pilot or something. Brilliant, mate. Meaty Pete. Now you're not actually ex-forces, but your family is. You've got family that were in 40 Commando. I don't know if they still are. And some in the Blues and Royals and also the Lifeguards. A bit of cavalry there and a bit of Commando, famous units. Thank you very much, Meaty Pete. Barry Poulter. Barry, you're Air Cadets. I don't know, I'm guessing you're an adult instructor in the Air Cadets. And if you are, you're doing a blooming good job, mate. If you're an adult instructor in any of the cadet forces, lots of respect for you guys for what you do, because you're bringing on the next generation. That's so important. But if you're an Air Cadet, thank you as well. I hope you go on to better things. It doesn't say. So Smokey 886. Smokey, you're a Cold War warrior, just like many of us on here, Cold War warriors. And obviously today's video is going to touch on a little bit of that as well. So thank you, thank you, Smokey 886. The next one is Michael O'Connell. Michael, you're ex-TA. You don't say which part of the TA you were in, but that doesn't matter. TA, it's now Army Reserve, as you know, very important part of the British Forces. Mike Chapman, cheers Mike, you're an absolute star, thank you very much. Jonah 331, Jonah, you're ex-5 5th Battalion Royal Green Jackets, cracking unit, swift and bold as you say, and you were in the SF platoon. Now for those of you who don't know, when you hear the word SF, you're going to start thinking Special Forces, but in the infantry we have an SF platoon, which is a machine gun platoon basically, and SF it stands for sustained fire. So you can get the old GPMG. I think I spoke about this on my machine gun one. You get a GPMG, stick a C sight on it, stick it on a tripod. It's a bit more in it than that, and you can do all your big long range map predicted shoots, etc. Hard old work. There's a lot in it. There's a lot of humping and dumping, carrying all the ammo that goes with the machine guns and all the bits, the spare parts, wallets, barrels, all the kit, the tripod. Not easy. You dismount with that lot and go tabbing. I know what that's like. So cheers, Jonah, much appreciated. Paul Littleton, you're ex-5th Battalion Royal Ambulance. I'm not sure, because I know the regular battalions in the Royal Ambulance got nicknames like poachers, except Vikings, but I'm not sure. I don't even know if the 5th Battalion Royal Green Jackets is still going. Maybe you can let me know sometime in the comments. But thank you very much, Paul. Sorry, Jonah, that was. No, that was Paul. Sorry, that was Paul. Can't read my own writing again. Well, the last one, just come in today, Clive B, ex-Royal Signaller, for 32 years. 32 years. And you put in your comments, Keith and Tracy, no 4-tonner for you. No, we haven't got a biff wagon. We used to have a biff wagon following around on tabs, didn't you, on certain fitness tests. But no, Clive, there's no biff wagon for us, no 4-tonner. We're going to be tabbing. Right, so that takes us up to date to £4,752 in donations, plus, on top of that, £820 in gift aid. Gift aid makes a huge difference. Put that lot together, even though I'm an infantryman, I've got Tracy around to do it, I'm too thick. The maths work out £5,572. £5,572. That's amazing, that's massive. We've got about 6 days to go to the challenge. Hopefully we can get some more funds in by then, going around with our collection pot, etc. So, wouldn't it be nice if we could push that up? Do you reckon we get to 8,000? Is that possible? I mean, this is amazing. We only set a £1,000 target. Anyway, enough waffle. Thank you all very much. And also for the guys and girls, or both, that donated anonymously. We had a very substantial amount of you guys as well. Obviously, I can't pay you tribute, but just by mentioning that, you know, anonymous people are being recognised as far as we can, and we thank you for that very, very much indeed. So that's all that out of the way. 6 days to go, and we're setting off. So today's video. So I want to talk about the recognition stuff. Now, for those of you who don't know, maybe you weren't in the army then, or the forces then, or maybe you're a civilian not aware of it. Certainly out in Germany, I believe back in the UK as well, but certainly out in Germany in the height of the Cold War, when I got out there, you know, round the garages, round the certainly in the training wing, there was these posters about the Warsaw Pact everywhere, and you'd get a poster up that would have pictures of Warsaw Pact soldiers. You know, it might be, I don't know, back then Czechoslovakian, Yugoslavian, whatever, Russian, obviously. All the different uniforms, so you'd see them with all the rank insignia. They had these boards with CA written on and all sorts of. I mean, I'd only just learned the British ranks of the British Army sort of thing. I had no clue about RAF ranks, or it was all mad to me. But seeing these pictures, these posters of these Soviet Warsaw Pact soldiers in different uniforms, officers, etc., that was really confusing. And then we'd get posters of armoured vehicles, AFV recognition, armoured fighting vehicles, and you get all your T55s and T62s, T64s. They would be smashed all over the place, BRDMs, BMP2s, everything like that. All these recognition posters sort of in your face around the garages and the training wing. And then of course you had the aircraft ones as well. I mean, how you can remember all this, it'd be incredible. And I remember that the Soviet or the Warsaw Pact aircraft posters that were up, they would have like I think an artist might have drawn it. It wasn't a photograph. It was normally a sort of an artist drawing of the picture, a bit like the ones you get on the front of an Airfix model kit. They're quite good drawings, paintings if you like. And then you'd get the blacked out silhouettes of the aircraft in, you know, different angles to try and help you with recognising it on the battlefield, I suppose. Me, I wouldn't have had a clue. And the aircraft one was quite interesting because they all had nicknames, because you couldn't remember a MiG 26394-1, whatever that was. So they'd give it a nickname like Flogger or Fulcrum or Finback or Faggot. Or there is one called Faggot, actually. Look it up. But they all had a nickname given to them by NATO forces that began with an F. Don't ask why, I don't know. But I mean, there's still one, the big bomber thing, a 4-engine bomber TU. So that's called a BAOR, wasn't it? Still using them for reconnaissance, I think. Long-range reconnaissance aircraft. But I always found that very interesting. Of course, you did get issued a small booklet. And we got so many booklets. We got issued Survive to Fight for NBC, booklet, an Aide Memoire for that. But I remember getting, I wish I'd have kept some of this stuff, because I bet if you put it up on eBay, it'd be worth a mint now. But there was an AFV booklet. I think it's sort of an A5 in landscape booklet, and I think down one side, down the spine maybe, on the front cover, had a red line with threat written on it, and there was a picture of a tank on the front or something. And then obviously when you went through the pages of that, it gave you all the pictures that you'd seen on these AFV posters dotted around. So that was that. But another interesting one, my mate Mike down in South Wales, Mike Jones, we was talking about this last time we was together. He was anti-tank platoon. Because we didn't have we did have slides, and obviously didn't have PowerPoint. We did have film, we had footage, you know, cine footage, and then later video footage, I suppose, of various Soviet Union Warsaw Pact vehicles moving about, so you could see them up close. But one interesting training aid that they had in anti-tanks, I remember seeing this big green box, and you opened it up and it was like foam, layers of foam, a bit like a camera box, all little cutouts, and in there these little tiny, I don't know about that big, whatever that is, I don't know, tiny little armoured vehicles, but really well detailed. So there's little tanks and little AFV, you know, infantry fighting vehicles, AFVs, tiny little things. And I think, I wasn't in anti-tanks, so maybe you can help me. I know Mike Jones knows more about this than me. They would put those out, and I think the guys used binoculars, you know, to look at these miniatures, and maybe in a classroom somewhere, and then try and identify what those vehicles were. And when I was at 2 Brigade training team, when I took that place over in 1999, something like that, and I was going through the stores checking everything, because we used to run an AFV course, recognition course, and we had one of those boxes, big green box full of all the little tanks, the little turrets moved and everything. It was pretty cool. Imagine how much that badger's worth now. If you had a set of that, I don't know what happened to it. It wasn't even on the books, but I should have had that away. But yeah, I just want to chat about that. So if there's any of you ex-Cold War warriors out there that remember all the posters, I wonder if you can still get hold of them. I suppose you could. Be quite nostalgic to see a few of them, wouldn't it? You want to put them around your house, though. But if there's anyone out there that remembers those posters, got a bit more memory than me of the Warsaw Pact recognition posters for the soldiers, for the aircraft, for the AFVs, the IFVs, I'd be interested to hear from you. Something that's not talked about much, is it? Anyway, enough waffle for me. I'm actually, since I've been talking to you, the ankle's not playing up so much. Maybe I got the strapping right. So that's it for today. I'll give you a shout out again soon. Got lots more videos coming up. Hopefully a few funnies. Well, me trying to be funny, you know what that's going to be like. But anyway, enough waffle. So 6 days to go. Please, if you haven't donated already, please go to the Just Giving page. There'll be a link in the description of this video, as in all the previous videos. I've put the link in there, so you should be able to go to the description and click on that link. It will take you to the Just Giving page, and then if you do wish to do so, you can leave a small donation, and you can leave me a little message or the trace around a little message, and I guarantee you, if I miss anyone, give me a shout. But I promise I write them down, and each video at the start, as I've been doing today, I will read out your message and your name. I won't read out the amounts you donate because people can see that anyway. And I'm not worried about how much you donate. It's great when I get a big one, but if I get a fiver, if I get £3, I'm happy. It's something, and it means you're supporting us and you're helping us support Scottish little soldiers. That's the charity we're doing it for. So please consider that. Also, if you're not seen this channel before, if maybe you have watched me and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider it. I'm not saying do it. I'm saying consider it. So troops, that's all from me. Till the next time, stay safe. Keep your eye out for us. Skegness on Saturday the 7th of September 2024. That's where you can see us in the flesh if you wish to do so. Not a pretty sight, to be honest. Well, trace around, all right, but I'm not. So till the next time, stay safe. All the best to everybody. Thank you, donators. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you for thumbs up in the comments. Love it all. Till next time, let's tap.